Uh-oh. Do. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is currently 2:47 a.m. and we are streaming Tree of Life Story After. Great little game if you enjoy farming. And we'll get right with it just here in a second. I wanted to get my chat popped up. Well, if anybody's watching, some of my mount. So you can go in to the game, and if you have a mount, equip it. You hit I, equip your whistle. And generally when you summon it after you've been off, or if you've just left it sitting somewhere, and then the red bar is its health, the green bar is its stamina. Food-wise, it's its tummy. It needs that just to move fast. I generally fill them up. Then you have your action bar down in the bottom, 1 through 6. So I have 2 swords equipped, carrots for the critter. My Zaka's name is Buttercup. That's what I called it. I think that's great. So as you can tell, 4 is lit up. I have water for stamina, 6 to port home. I'll go ahead and switch to a sword. That way I'm not, if I see something I can just hop off and get it. I use my copper weapons to farm my materials with. Mats is a lot of folks call them. I'm hoping my stream's coming through okay. Let's see. The wiki for this game isn't the greatest. I would recommend going to Discord and joining there. Tree of Life. Not too hard to find it. You can just Google the link and it'll be there. I'm hopping because otherwise you just move like that in the water. And I got places to be. Probably stream for about an hour. So, just to kind of give you an idea of what you can do. I'm trying to level my sword skill. So everything I'm hitting with a sword. And our farmer, wonderful young lady, Deceptica, real name. Deceptica is our farmer, rancher. She uses flowers. She uses just about everything. Now, I'm in an area that I can't really do much with. This is where we're based out of. This is Ash Lake. So if you tell I'm still running, you can kind of see behind the map. But I'm heading about where that marker is. We'll go farm some iron. I'll farm some along the way. Now, you notice these critters that I'm walking around through. This swamp is higher level than I am. So I ain't messing with them. And the Zaka generally will move you fast enough to get away from any kind of harm. So just ever so often, you can scroll in on the map. You can click and drag them out. Anyone who's played any game similar to this, like World of Warcraft, I couldn't even begin to tell you because this is the first one for me. The maps are fairly easy to get around. If you notice, the water changes. You can see the white foam or rapids on it. It means it's thin, shallow water. But if it's deep and blue and smooth, it's deep. You'll have to jump through it. So I try and avoid it, just for time's sake. Watermelons. The later animals in the game will take certain fruits you have to grow. So I always stop for fruit. I always stop for flowers. If I see flowers. So you saw the red. There's black, blue, yellow, and red. There's 4. You hit R, and you will auto run. So I'm not holding any of my keys, but W, A, S, and D to work. And then here's iron. This is what this particular material looks like. And it'll tell you when you walk up to anything in the game that you can smash on. It's a great little game. I've enjoyed it. I'll put more time into it. And then you just hold F, and that'll pick your stuff up. So like here, that's a swamp tree. You could cut that down. It has a health bar. Rock. You can break up the rock even further. But we need no rock. Got enough rock to last a lifetime. Different areas of the map. Different areas of the map have different leveled creatures, different level trees. Every area's trees are a little different. Some have very few trees. Where I'm going, creeper. Potatoes to my left, but I don't need those. I don't think. We've got a bunch sitting there, so they'll let me know if I screwed up later. Curry may see this when he gets up to go to work. Mountain lion. Well, it's a jungle cat, if I'm not mistaken. They are very territorial, very aggressive animals. I'll give them a wide berth. Whoop. You can double tap W and burst. You can run. Your yellow bar is your stamina, 250 max right out of the gate. The green bar at the bottom of the screen is your stomach, how well you heal from damage, your endurance, how well it comes back. Red is your health. My health is max, 1760. You hit K and it brings up your masteries. So my sword skill is a 34. It shows you how many points to the next level. Which ones, like this one, I have locked. I'm not doing anything for it. I'll just actually hit lock. Lock. Mess with that till I know it's 0. And if you hit W, brings you right back into the world. You've got combat. You've got living. So I am our group's blacksmith. I make the weapons. So I try and find as much of whatever material I can, and I have no problem going further distances to get them. None of us do. Curry will travel to the end of the earth. Brasky will travel. Henshin has no problem traveling. If you notice, kind of aiming for a spot right here on the map. Head a little north. Yeah, just a little northeast. When you mark your territory, gaps in the wall. There's a little gap right there you can go through, and there's another one on this side, but I'm just happen to be closer to one or the other. At nighttime, the creatures that you can capture go to sleep. That's awesome. I really enjoyed that, actually. Spore trees. Spore trees are awesome, especially for cooking. They drop yeast. Things you can use to cook with, and cooking brings in money. And this, just like every game, money or ability to make money or ability to go out and buy stuff is always awesome. But this game, the only thing I've noticed, I'm just kind of talking to myself. There's one other person watching, but I don't know who it is. One thing about this game that I've noticed is you have to really be selective in your stats. You can't hit that. You need red flowers. I heard Deceptica say that. Really have to be selective in what you're picking. So I'm gonna get up here to an area where I'm not afraid I won't get mobbed. kitty cat. I've got a lot, or not so much in the combat because I've only using. Uh, I just walked over the tarantula and it didn't do anything. Some animals are super aggressive, some are not. That's flax. Is that flax? Yeah, we don't need. When you start the game, it'll ask you to choose between three companies. We chose the adventure company. It's a far right choice. There's the knights, and then there's the roses. But I know I'm missing things on their names, and I don't say it to be disrespectful towards them. I just don't recall. If you open the map, there they are. Shadow of the World Tree, Deadites. And then if you're in an area, so that's their starting area. That's one starting area, and then the others to the southwest. Oh, dang. Need to go through here. So these items will respawn. So if you mine through an area, I don't know what the time is, how long it takes. I don't know. Sailor's corpse. Nope, 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 nope. I'm off. And the world map, it's okay. I kind of wish they had just over here. Wish there was a mini map. These guys are aggressive, especially since I walked right through them. They will come after you. I came in from the wrong side. I was off. But there are three servers. Uh, you need to remember that there's the American server, there's the European, Chinese server. There's a third server, American, European, and there's another one. And both South and North America are on one. I would say all of Europe. I'd say everything from London over. So, bottom left hand of the screen is the time of day it is. We're about halfway through the night cycle. It's 10 minutes per cycle, so not too awful bad. When you're mining out in these areas, or you're mining anywhere, you need to keep your eyes open. I am on horse. I am on a mounted animal, but that doesn't mean that somebody can't hit me with an arrow or bum rush me. The person watching could be stream sniping. It happens. I had a friend do it. Not gonna name any names, but you know who you are, sir. You know who you are. Those are black. I don't think we need a lot of those. So this is a coal mine, coal vein. Not needing any coal at the moment. We're really, really desperate for iron. So there's the cuddly recruits. Those guys are slightly terrifying. Their bases, their characters, some of their players are pretty powerful. There's a guy in Discord named, I think his name's Kratos, or is it Kratos? But I saw his base as a ghost, and yeah, I could probably get in if I had a nuke. So if you noticed, I had picked up a Bobo coin piece. You need 10 pieces of that Bobo coin to stay away from their base. I am feeling I'm gonna walk right into it like an idiot. And if they see me, they will probably kill me. What a way to go. I hope they don't. So here's a whole. See, now we're near fir trees. The mounted animal. None of them are cheap. I'll tell you first and foremost. I couldn't have got one that had it not been thanks to my wonderful. But they are worth it. If you're going to play a game like this, you know that these open worlds are huge. You need to get around it quickly and efficiently. I've even got an adventurer's backpack or archaeologist backpack. All I'm trying to do really is just clean up and get some iron. So whoever else is watching, I can see you. If you want to say hi, I would greatly appreciate the conversation. If you can understand me. There are people in the Adventures Company, and I think that's Knights of the Roses, and I don't remember what the other one is. I really don't. I feel bad for not knowing. I should know, but I don't see any of them enough. They had a fishing tournament this weekend, and Deceptica was actually in that, and her team won first place. And I didn't get to go. I could have, but I was busy doing this. I had promised myself once I started playing that this was what I was going to do. Now you notice that I have the iron weapon. Being the blacksmith, I can make any weapon potentially. Um, at least melee. Now archery, not so much. Archery's done, I think I don't know. I think that's tinkering. Curry was the one making them. Mm. Now, when I get back, I'm going to try and scream until my bags are full. I don't care what anyone sees that I have on me. I've dropped all my gear off. Um, make her day to get up and come on, Buttercup. So as you can tell, the yellow bar is moving as I'm hitting it. Uh, the only thing about this game, or not the only thing, another thing about this game, I just feel that 250 endurance for a max level player is just kind of pitiful. It surprises people, and that's the enemy base. Their bases aren't any different looking than ours, but I ain't messing with it. I don't want nothing to do with them. I try not to be disrespectful. I try not to farm and. Oh boy. No. Hit spacebar to jump and hope you can get away from whatever's chasing you. And they do have a period of they can only chase you for so far. Every animal is different. The foxes will chase you forever. Cats will chase you forever. These guys, they're a medium distance. Ooh, there's Mr. Bobo. Bobu. After I get this, I'll go run up and say hi so you can see him. So, when I break this weapon, I can sell it to him. Get some copper. Get a little silver. Not really so much copper or silver. Just also, if I were to be killed or die fighting environmental creatures, Mr. Bobu. So you go up, start selling. You can look through everything you've got, and I've got some linen bags and some stuff I'm trying not to show off. Stones, so you just left click that, and it takes it out of your inventory and drops it. And then F to pick up, and then drop. It can revive you, and there's tons of them all over the map. So you just have to look, and the closest one to you will show up on your mini map on the bar at the top, your directional compass. Yeah. you should be able to attack from your mount. So it doesn't load in great until you get a little closer. But I think for the most part, for being open world, it loads pretty well. You can see everything off in the distance. You just can't make out what it is. I want that right there. That's explosives. That's nitrate. Cubic niter, which drops sand and nitronine. I don't know how to say it. And all the iron my little filler can carry. Iron, sand, whatever. Now, because there's only 3 servers, something I meant to touch on earlier, I said stream sniping. Other players will watch for YouTube, will watch for what have you, Twitch. There's other services, but to look where you're at, you'll open your map and they'll come after you, or they'll send someone after you. Ooh, those hogs are lava hogs, or flame something hogs, and they are powerful. They do several hundred damage a hit, 400. Mind you, I'm wearing no gear, but yep, see, he's after me. Ah, successful. On this game, I think that if you're willing to put the time and effort into a skill tree, you should be able to do a little more than just 320 points. So it's kind of like 6 or 7 on each side is max, or at 40, which will get you whatever that particular skill is as high up there as you need to be. But I'm just saying that I think that if I'm willing to put the time and effort into 6 more, I should be allowed to do that. But there are people that have to use multiple accounts because no one else is willing to play with them. So if it's a game you're thinking about, there's some folks on here that could really use us. And I don't mean just Adventure Company. You don't have to pick it because it's what I'm doing or because what you're seeing. But a lot of this game is farming, and it's not what you're into. You're not going to enjoy it. My buddy Jim West, not a farmer. He's a PvPer. And even to get your skills up, you kind of got to farm. So, it is Monday morning. Beautiful day. Okay. We're about halfway through the day cycle again. There's iron everywhere. Iron. Yeah. And iron is all I'm here for tonight. As you progress through every level, certain things are needed. The first 5 or 6 levels of your Tree of Life is lumber, firewood, coal, copper. And then as you get into the advanced, iron becomes very important. I'm telling you, if you're playing with a group of people, it's not near that bad. If this was just me by myself, I would not be near as far as I am today without those folks willing to put in the time and effort to. Oh, there's a vine. Gotta cross there yet. I ain't gonna. See it loading in. My computer's just a big area, and before you get too close, the details don't come in. I got a great computer. Mostly Razer stuff. I probably have the settings all wrong. I wouldn't know what I was doing. come up and bit me in the butt. Whee! I've noticed you take no fall damage. Thought that was kind of odd. My stomach dropped first time I jumped off a big cliff, and I just knew my guy was dead. You'd think that would hurt you, but it doesn't. Your little character, male or female, does not care. And just so you know, yes, I am as naked as the day the game created me. That's my guy. I'm Bushido, and our clan is the Swiss Family R. I don't know if I don't think we're really looking to add members, but get in and play with us. We'll do right by you. Iron everywhere. So as you can tell, as the sun's starting to set, sunset in this game. You can be looking to the west, but I can't because of the mountains. You can be out next to the ocean. Gorgeous. Multiple veins. And the higher regions, it just the harder to. I wouldn't say the harder to find. Iron's easy to find. It sticks out. There's only a couple of specialty materials. I'd say a couple. There's probably a lot, but yeah, I don't want nothing to do with you. So something else that's kind of cool. If you hold shift, it's a power attack. So you hold shift, let it power up, and then left click with the mouse, and you notice it did way more damage than it normally did. So that was 3 times more and some change on what I had done. As you noticed, I said I didn't want stone, but I'm still picking it up just because holding F is fast. Excuse me. Holding it. Have mercy. Is faster than sorting through it, and then you can just toss what you don't want. And my little dude, Buttercup, has a lantern. You hit W, or you can hit I again. We'll go northwest. R, and away we go. So those scorpions are pretty non-aggressive. Some of that may have to do with my level. I'm not holding my breath. They take me in a fight. But also some of it may be just how they're programmed. Red flowers. There's a bot that goes through and gives you kind of beginner's details. Some of it's advanced. A general manager, a GM in the game, or CM, will never, ever, ever ask you for your information. Will never be like, I need to be in your guild, because they can experiment with their own stuff. They don't need yours. Take it from somebody who we as a guild had to learn the hard way. We were robbed. And it's in the chat. We'd seen it before. We just got excited because we thought we had somewhat of importance. But we were able to snapshot what he had said and shut him down. Like looking at a company's worth of bad guys. Yeah, you know what? That iron vein's just not that important. Come over here next to Bobu. This game's been out since 2015. It's been out a little bit. It's still in it's what's before beta. pre-release, but not bad. I've heard that it is much more polished than it ever was. I've not went back and looked at any of the older videos. Ooh, boss. Ain't falling in that. Mr. Bobu doesn't go very fast. He that's another one. Something else I hadn't told you. You see the green marker? There. Always tells you the direction of your world tree. Your tree of life. Sword art. I am not a full-time YouTuber. This is definitely just a hobby. I've really enjoyed this game, and I want to get out there and show what I got. I'd say most of the folks are over on Twitch, but there's definitely a spot for the YouTubers on the Discord. They saw my video and accepted me, and away I went. And I know this isn't very exciting, just farming, but you are getting to see parts of the world. So every time you get into a new area, it tells you where you're at. Of course, you can tell we're in Blazing Sands. Not far from my bedtime. So the yellow bar means I'm hungry. Means that I'm gonna start losing strength soon. I'm not about to get jumped by another player. Always keep your head on a swivel. Then switch to the carrot. And while I'm feeding me, those Zaka Buttercup here can definitely last longer than I can. Weapon. I still tried and keep the strength up. That way, if I'm in a... This is not the creepiest thing in the world. Jay Lee. The Lord that hit me. Now, now that I'm at full stomach, I got a full belly, my health will regenerate. It's not very fast. Not like insane. About what I figured, actually. And you can do it, this game, all several kinds of ways. Sometimes I'm up here for those cows. But today it's just the iron. That's all I want's iron. I like to try and fill my bags as much as possible. Iron and iron ore and all those good things. Something kind of keep in mind, because I am in an outlaw area, any player, I guess any area of the map, any player could get you. You just got Ferdinand or Federico or whatever his name is. He's a protector on the starting island. Out here, it's just you against the world. So if you're a lower level character, go in a group or move fast. Excuse me, that's very unprofessional. So my in the Steam store, they've got another kind of mount, Big Yeti, and I really want the Yeti. It has like a big floodlight for a light source, big lantern it carries around, and I think that thing would be great. Like riding around on top of a sports car. I'm on Dry Plateau, but I'll be heading back into the desert. I saw that iron vein and wanted it. Ooh, and red Mm-mm. I know the game thing on YouTube doesn't have tree of life, and I don't know why. So if a developer or GM or somebody sees this, maybe you can work that on that with YouTube. That way, when I tag the right game, it is this game, not another. I really want these snails. Are so cool. Blue glow snail. That thing is so cool. Too much. Too much. There we go. He's sleeping. Those cows are awesome to farm. Piggies. Ah, perfect. Here is several different forms of cactus. That one's a cactus. That one's a cactus. They drop water. If you're up here and you need stuff for stamina, they're here. Antelope. Gazelle. Gazelle. There's the fox. Those foxes are fast. They can catch you pretty quickly. I saw Iron Sea. And he's got like a really wide agitation zone. I don't know what that would be called. He has a long distance he can see you. And he doesn't like you. Also working to get my armor up. Casey, if you see this, buddy, I promise you, I am working on it. I just can't do your trick for hours on end. I don't know how you did it. My steam is glowing orange. That's odd. Anyway, what are you gonna do? You can pick up rocks. You could take that rock home with you. It would take me, probably forever. I'd probably give up on it. I know I'm missing a lot of desert, but it is pretty plentiful in the areas around here. I'd say most of my faction. It's 3 a.m. here, 3:26. Even if they were in like California or places of that nature. It's late. Everyone was on, but it was odd, and I was having trouble with my game earlier, so I couldn't stream when I wanted to. Locked on. Nitrate. I'm just gonna call it dynamite. Inabite. Scorpions are so cool. Put one on the wall if I thought I'd get away with it, but it probably whooped my butt. Game is very bright. I end up generally when I'm here looking up. How many scorpions are they again? Desert scorpion. They're the kind that kill you. There. And some of you that have watched my channel for a while are probably wondering where the BTS went. I just didn't use it in this game. Uh, didn't see a need. BTS was my brother and I's thing for mobile, and he's not able to play much mobile, and I haven't streamed mobile in a long time. I definitely went when I was able to start streaming. Excuse me. PC games, I kind of shared away from mobile, though I still share them to my Facebook and YouTube, or my Facebook and Twitter. As I said, just getting iron. I'm gonna try and give Curry as much of a head start as possible. He has like a million things going on, and running the guild, it ain't easy. Glad I'm just a blacksmith. Hmm? Hmm? I don't know about you, Zaka, but I bet it's hot. Stiff. A little bit. So here's our guild info. Number of members, our warden tree, walls, towers. Haven't got to traps yet. I don't know if that's part of the game yet or not. Hmm, pretty valid question. More iron here. I don't know what to do with. Sorry, Zaka. A little bit of cut. Grab that and float back that direction. Grab some more of that. There are a few, like I said, there are a few trees. I mean, obviously I was in the swamp earlier. Wasn't a jungle. Man, there's just so much iron here. It's crazy. Limestone. Yeah. All that I can get. Inventory. Oh, I got more of that to toss. Always have more of that. Yeah, much up here. Bam. Flawless. So in skills, the sword is split a couple ways. You've got the regular sword, the one-handed that you can use a shield with, or not, but there is the shield. And you have the dual-handed sword, which is what I'm using. Great swords, bastard swords, claymores. So basically any of the two-handed swords. Then there are daggers. It's not a sword, but it's in this, I guess, the same family. It's a pointy metal object. As far as I'm concerned, it's a sword, just a little one. Wonder if you can dual wield the daggers. That would be awesome. Something you should think about if you're playing a game like this. Whatever you prioritize in, make sure that if you're not going to be on for a day or two, or if you're only going to be on for a little while every day, that your time is spent wisely. You don't want to be like in my case, I'm the blacksmith. I want enough weapons made up that tomorrow, when my friends get online, that they're able to do whatever it is they need to do and not have to worry about weapons not being around. So, I will gather iron, I will gather copper, mithril, if you can find it. That stuff's insanely. Getting sleepy. 4 more things of copper, iron. Now that right there, that dude's a bowman. He's an archer. I ain't messing with that. I will skirt that critter. Uh, all your weapons and armor have dexterity. It's probably kind of hard to see, but it is there beneath the one. The sword is a little red bar. And that little red bar is how long that weapon will last. I have been farming with it. This is my 3rd trip to this area. I never go to the same spot twice in case somebody watched. I'm paranoid. 3rd trip in past 2 or 3 days up here to get iron. I was up here actually earlier today, but it was the other side. And I don't carry enough. I don't carry any coins or things of that nature. I really love to meet another YouTuber or Twitch streamer. That's just something, folks. Look at that. I know it's not flawless, but I have a blast. I feel like I'm doing something. I feel like I'm getting somewhere. You can see the proof. You can see your hard work. Getting up in level as a blacksmith. Getting to upgrade, or unlock new weapons. Being able to Curry's axe skill is like 40 or close to 40. 39. Back to the weapons because I'm distracted. I can do that. So there are axes. There's one-handed axes and two-handed axes. Um, bases, hammers, archery. There's all kinds of bows. There's small bows, flat bows, recurves, a little bit of everything. Buckteeth Mountains. I'm in a different area. I think if someone were coming after me, they would have caught me by now. I can just look at this once I get out here into the open. And then you have armor, shield, archery, anatomy, which is a good one. Healing, and I'm not into healing. Really trying really hard to level up my sword skill. I'd like to be 35. I'd like to be 40 by next weekend. And then get my armor up. Then I can focus on armor and blacksmithing and just hammer to it. So you can be rated by any number of factions We thought we were going to be raided today or the other night by both factions. And we geared up and waited, prepared, and either it just didn't happen or they fought one another, which they weren't after my butt. Watching or just me. Map is just gorgeous. You notice he's kind of got a little saddle and some potions, and I think you should be able to put stuff on your mount. That would be awesome. Inventory. Toss the rocks. Don't really want the coal. Limestone's important. There's not much that's not. I'm being choosy because I'm up here for certain things. The iron, the nitrite, the explosives. I just pick up all of it and go back into my inventory, and away we go. You notice I got several stacks of iron. Here. Just a little organizing in my mind. And arrows. And this is just really quickly, just basically just for me, just because I'm a mod like that. So now I'm running from west to east across. And there's a couple more veins. I'll probably stream for another 20-30 minutes. I love it. I love the game. I love everything about it. Improvements, but I'll tell you, every single game I've ever played, I've always said there could be some improvements. It's random. Whatever vein, whatever. I think that every game that I've ever played has had problems. Nothing has ever been perfect. So as you can tell, I don't have a lot of time to be picky. I got a big old boar looking at me. Is that a shrub or a shrub? As I get closer, it's a shrub. It's a bush. So as I'm running, hello cows, mountain lion, furball that would eat me. Oh, I'm itching. So though Buttercup doesn't put off a lot of light, it is enough when you're mining and things of that nature. game isn't, it's not real mainstream. I'm sure it's just, I don't know why. We had a bunch of folks join us about the same time I started playing. Uh, I don't think there is as much time. I wouldn't say they're not as dedicated because I think they're dedicated. So the Scrub Army started about the same time we did, and they're not quite as advanced as we are. They're just a hair behind. Oh, throw out more stone. Get I. Inventory goes away. You go right back to farming. Anytime you can see several veins in a row or in a group, it's awesome. The critters are all still sleeping, the ones that you can pick up. Yeah. I'll ride Zaka to all of them. There's another one back there. The fishing tournament this weekend was for all guilds, all factions. Um, actually, Deceptica, she was on a different factions. No, 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 no. See, hateful little fox. When I get big enough to whoop you, I'm going to. And then it will run back. They're kind of easy to get around. Break my sword. I didn't realize that. Trying to get. Got to do it. Got to have it, or I'm not going to be able to function as a blacksmith. Got to have the materials. I know you probably won't be able to read that. Super bright. Nitrite. Dynamite. You know, sometimes that the health bar doesn't come up. Kind of odd. It happens a lot, actually. So I broke the axe or the sword. Have you noticed that it kind of glowing red now? Down here at the bottom, and it is indeed red. Put the sand, nitrite together. We'll go ahead and move the limestone down here. So what I'll do is, I've got one great sword and another. I hate to use it because it's iron, and I'd rather use it on critters. Notice it does a little more base damage than that copper sword. That's a higher level. I think it's awesome. Look at that. I made that baby. And we'll go and we'll get a proper look at the base after I'm raiding, farming. Iron. Well, I'm saying copper, 'cause I farm freaking iron forever. Copper forever. Spam F. Explosives. This place is just so plentiful with iron. It's hard for me to get to a lot of it. You could spend hours if you had the bag space. I do not. My bum bags are busted. I should have gotten new ones. Come on, Zaga. I have more great swords. I got 2 or 3 sitting around somewhere. Waste them to get iron, but Lord knows I can't go back without it. Or he's hungry. Oh, because I'm back on my. Clock is about half. Push to 3. Action bar. Feed. No way that fox. Say, way that fox is aggroed onto me already. Come on now, Mr. Fox. I don't want none of you. You. I'll risk it. Hit me a couple times. Now watch. As soon as I break this, it is going to be a race. See how fast I can pick up the copper, because he's going to start doing damage. And let's get on my mount, and away we go. Yeah. So if this is something you'd be interested in, it's on Steam and it's less than $20. It's a good little game. See, health bar. What the heck? What up, Chuck? Nope. Don't want that. Not that bad. Toss that stone. Stack. Lots of iron. Oh, hand stiff from holding out there on that keyboard. Bang. More iron than I can stick a stick at. Oh, gotta be close. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go all day. Mm-hmm. Grab those last two. When I come up here to stop myself, if I can't see a little more iron, another vein popping out of the ground, I'll pour it home. Otherwise, I'll be here forever. As I said, target rich environment. See, I get closer, and then there's more. So I'll just grab a few more. Iron, zinc, copper. I farmed copper for weeks. Stuck in the back of my head. Onward, Buttercup. Which way that fox runs. If it runs towards me, creek. So I've always considered rushing in, grabbing an enemy, 2 enemies is called kiting. Looking for no more. Straighten up my stuff and I'll head to the house. Show off my base, our base. Our base. It's not just my base. See another one. I can see 2 more. Can't leave the copper behind, man. Iron. Why do I keep... I'm awful. Can't leave the iron. Target-rich environment for them to come after me. Just go on with yourself. You don't want none of me and I don't want none of you. Kinda hoping my sword skill would go up. I can't be that far from it. Ooh, yeah. I am really close to 35. See, traveled a good distance. That is a lot of iron for any of you that have played this game. Not so much searching for more iron, just exploring. I do see a vein. I'm an iron addict. Iron Anonymous. Oh, boy, I just turned a little and there she be. Hello, darling. So in my inventory, I have these iron ores. You can smelt those instantly to make an iron ingot, which can be later used to... I said I was done. I lied. More. Just 2 more and I'm done. Anyone's watching, you gotta cut me off. It is time for my medicine. Yeah. That ain't gonna get me to the house. Okay. They're scorpions. Nasty sting though. About the time I get off work, my counterpart's probably headed to the house. I'll stream again on Friday after I get on and see what we're doing. We're farming, which I'll probably be farming. We're making weapons. Okay. Inventory. Tossing that rock. Adding that coin to that one. See, I got 7. If I had anyone to left the house. Click 6. Back to base. No, Sokka, Buttercup will not come with me. But I'm an odd person. Here's our our warden tree, level 5. How much we like on it to have it finished paying off for the level 6. We planted, not we, but they planted a bunch of flowers. Got a bunch of beds. Got low scaffold, which will get you up on the wall. Go up. Open gate. Go. Close gate. And then I'll go back to 2. Climb up. Shift over just a little. Shift over. We're in Ash Lake. We were in the swamp. But decided against that. So you hit Z and it'll set your person down. I'm getting close. See my character. Green eyes, red beard, bald. Basically me. For anyone who sets in and watches this, I greatly appreciate your time and effort. It means the world to me. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it a night. Thank you and have a good evening.